Hello and welcome. It is the second day of April 2017. My name is Derek. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. But before I do, I want to go over a comment and reply to it. Cool video. Can you look into Crown? Has some strange movement, and I'm looking for any entry into PivX, any BSD advice. Crown just went up, and there's really no movement in it. So unless I know something fundamentally, I don't know, and I can't do anything about it. BSD, pretty much the same way long term, but it's starting to give me some information. I can only figure two things out. But I did make a few trades today. That was the first thing, was that it had some good wild movements. So I put a buy order in at 1771, which sold 24 minutes later at 1958. And then I bought a 24 minutes after that, which meant it went down about 20% in 4 minutes. And then I sold that again at 1926, 12 minutes later, and it's been a while since then. Price action hasn't changed much. And I have a buy order at 1700 and 1200. So that's all I can say about that. PivX, there's really only three options. I haven't looked at the chart in about 3/4 of a day or longer, and the reason for that is because it hasn't done anything. I have very tight buy and sell orders, so I know the fact that it hasn't moved in the last that time it's traded in no more than an 8% range. But there's three different times to get in. It's been sideways for days now in a bullish level, upwards, sideways. It's a nice looking pattern. You can take a look at my older videos. Not much has changed since the last one. The risk of playing now, and you want to try to get the lower part of the range if possible, but it doesn't matter much, is that it could pull back and you would get cheaper prices by doing so, because when you're in an consolidation phase, you usually have a decent break one side or the other. And because of its momentum, it's got a higher probability upwards. So it's easy just to get in. You got your shares or your tokens, whatever you want to call them, and you're in. Buying on a break, that's going to be more expensive because, oh, you see there's momentum and it's up 20%, 25% since you see it. So that's your more expensive cost. And you also could very easily buy the break and see it comes back down, and that's another way to do, is wait for a break and then the next pullback from the break. There are so many different ways of doing it. Then you can put limit orders in at smaller numbers. Your risk for doing that is that you don't get any in, but if you actually buy, you're going to work out in better shape than you would buying now. So that would be the best that I could state. Myself, I find it a very difficult job when I'm looking to get into anything for some sort of long-term play, that I usually will play the Fibonacci game and wait for deep corrections. But that's definitely been costly. That cost me large on Dash earlier last month. So it's got its risks. Let's now move on to the BTC, Bitcoin daily chart, which has got another key similarity to what silver is doing now, and it's running really slow in comparison, at least in this case, to its previous volatility. I mean, 2.44%, that's still, for what it's worth, very good volatility, and what is low in here. And its movements haven't made me change any of this information, as it's made this move to here, and it's still within the range. It's on the upper end of it. The 18 average band has been going sideways. The 18 average of lows has started to increase. So there is some pretty good bullish momentum, but as I stated a few days ago, or about a few days ago, at 1100, in this area here, this is an interesting mark, because there's a lot of people whom are short in here and are going to be caught and are going to have to, well, cover their shorts. You also have people waiting to buy on a breakout point. So these things can pop really big when you get to these types of stage, which is trying to revert a trend from what was this type of down move where a lot of people panicked, a lot of people entered large short positions for the reason of this large 3-candle down move, and then this move as well. So that will be an interesting thing that I'm going to be looking towards. But as far as the upside and downside levels, breaking this, the number is still the same. That is up to 1286. And then breaking down below this support, I'm going to be looking for a move to 774. So if you're playing in any type of order games, which I'm not with Bitcoin, that would mean I would have aggressive buy orders in this range and aggressive sell orders in this range. It can mean a lot of different things, but it does give you indications for where momentum starts, ends, all those types of things. And that will be it for today. And have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.